Hey guys, I thought I would share with you my seed haul from Baker's Creek Seeds. I just got them not too long ago and I thought we'd go through them together, tell you a little bit about some of my plans in the garden this spring, but let's check them out. So the first one is a watermelon and it is the Moon and Stars variety. I've seen this a few times. There's kind of a round version of this I've looked at before. This is the first time I've tried to grow Moon and Stars. I'm not super hugely successful with watermelon. One year I had amazing watermelons. They were gigantic. And then other years I've had little tiny round ones, very tasty, but not very big. Probably likely due to not enough nitrogen. We don't have a lot of nitrogen in our soil in the south in general, and I'm not using chemicals. So it can be a little bit tricky to get really large watermelons for us, but I'm excited to give it a go. All right, another watermelon. This is the Watermelon Jubilee, and I have just been joined by Pumpkin. So, this is never an end. So this is the Watermelon Jubilee. I totally was hooked on this by how large the watermelon was. I'm like, damn, I want to grow a watermelon this big. I probably don't have the nitrogen to achieve that, but we're going to give it a go. This is a squash. We have a Chinese miniature white. This is a small pumpkin, a white pumpkin. Speaking of pumpkin, this pumpkin was tiny and I thought it was really cute and I loved the white coloring of it. So we're going to give it a go. We have some peas. Sugar Bond peas. I love growing peas. They're great this time of year. Actually, I'll start planting these guys pretty darn soon. And I love them for just being able to eat them right off the plant. Micro tomato. We have some micro tom. If you've seen my video on micro tomatoes, I like growing the small tomato plants. They're particularly good if you are camping or you spend any time on the road. You can grow a tiny tomato plant in a very small space, which is great. Or maybe you just have a balcony and you have a very small space for a balcony. They put off a ton of tomatoes. Well, I say a ton. They put off a salad's worth of tomatoes, and a pretty good salad, off one plant. So I think that's pretty cool for a tomato plant. Okay, another pumpkin. And if you guys have seen my videos before, you know that I love this pumpkin. There's lots of reasons why I love this pumpkin. So this one is not new to me. I'm growing this again. I'm just restocking my supply. So this is Long Island cheese pumpkin. Sunflowers. We have Ring of Fire sunflowers. I just thought they were beautiful and I love sunflowers in the garden. Okay, this is part of a project that I'm taking on this year. I want to create a little purple garden, or maybe a goth garden. I'm not really goth, but I like the idea of a dark garden and having some creativity around it. So this is our Columbine Barlow purple, and I also have another one I'll show you that is in this mix of purples. I'm working around a cat. It's quite awkward. This is the other purple one, Coxum Red Raven, and it's got some very deep and rich purple leaves and then the flower in the center. So very beautiful. I look forward to that one. And I'm going to add some more. I'm just not quite sure what else. I probably would like to add some purple basil, which I've grown in the past. And I think I have seed for that already. So I'll probably add some purple basil as well. So if you guys have any ideas of really good purple plants to add to that little purple garden, give them to me in the comments down below. This one's not new to me, but it's been a couple of years since I've grown it, but this is the Desi squash. If you like a kind of a yellow squash, but maybe with a bit more of a nutty flavor, the Desi squash is nice, but it is a round squash. And those that are like, I don't like seeds in my squash, you may not like this one as much because of the roundness of it. It does produce a bit of a bigger seed. This was my free seed, one of them. Poppy Mother of Pearl. I haven't grown poppies in the south. I have grown them back in Canada and they were quite successful back in Canada. So it'd be interesting to give these a try in the south. Not too sure how they'll grow. All right, melon, Kiku chrysanthemum. totally bought this because I've never grown it before. If you follow me for a while, you know I like to grow the weird stuff at least once. So this one was weird to me, and I'm excited to give it a go this season. If it turns out, I'll do a video and tell you all about it. Also not new, but I haven't been overly successful with it. This is Buen Gusto de Horno squash. I just love how bumpy and kind of gourdy the squash is, so I really like this one. Haven't had much success in the past. I have a bit of problems with pumpkins off and on depending on certain varieties, but we're going to give it another go. And at Walmart, I've often loved the melon golden crispies. Like when you go in there and you get them and they're so sweet. I really enjoy them. So I decided this year I'm going to try them. I'm not sure if this variety is exactly that kind of melon, but we're going to give it a go and see if it's any good. And my last free seed is Zinnia Persian Carpet. What a great free seed. I love zinnias. So I was super excited to get some zinnias in my haul. So that's really awesome. So I'm really quite excited about my seeds from Baker's Creek. I have quite a few more orders that I've got to place. I'm doing a lot of gardening with native plants this year. I'm going to develop a very large area into a massive butterfly garden or pollinator garden, either or, it'll work for both. So I'm really excited about that one in particular. So that'll be a big project for me, is spending a lot of time with some extra native plants and growing them from seeds. I have a very large order for milkweed. I'm on a mission this year to grow a massive amount of milkweed. We're going to single-handedly save the monarchs from our garden. I can't do that, but I will certainly do my part. So that'll be a big thing in the garden, along with lots of veggies and other things. And tell me, what should I be growing that you think I haven't grown yet, or that needs to be in my garden plans, either native plants or just anything? I'd love to hear from you guys what you're growing in your gardens that I might need to consider. As always, you guys, hope that is enjoyable. You be friendly, be kind.